live stream. Sometimes projects cannot be finished at one time, so we take a break and we come back later. And that's what we're doing now. We're going to finish part 2 in this series. So whether you're new or returning, I'm glad you're here. If you'd like to color along with me, the link is in the description if you're watching on the replay. And I will also post the link in the chat for everyone who is watching live now. So this is our coloring page we're doing. It's a free download, you get 2. And this is our second page, which we will not be coloring together. This is just for you, a second freebie for you to color. So let me drop this in the chat and we will get started. All right. We're going to be using water-based markers. These are the ones I've used so far in this page today. This is the set that I got from Amazon. 72 markers, very budget friendly. And I'm also using some colored pencils. Colored pencils are extremely budget friendly and they are from Dollar Tree. If you don't have a Dollar Tree near you, I'm sure there is a discount store by another name that you can buy you some colored pencils for $1. You don't always have to spend a lot to color. It takes not much to get started. So, thinking of doing our stars next. So this page has a lovely motto at the bottom: keep dreaming, keep believing, you can be anything. So right now I'm going to use a marker, but just right here I used a colored pencil for the gray trim, and then I use markers, and the red down here is also a colored pencil. This is marker, the yellow. So it's time for another color. Use a little purple for some of these other stars here. These are dual tip pens. There's the brush end, and this end is a very fine tip, which is great for outlining in very tight spaces. If you want to make sure that you don't bleed your color when into another area of your picture of a different color. Using some non-traditional colors for the stars. Hello, welcome everyone. Thanks for joining me. This is part 2 of Coloring with Teema Live, and this is from the free collection. If you want to download the coloring page and color with me, the link is right there in the chat. And if you're watching on the replay, the link is in the description. So I started this today in our earlier live stream, and I came back to finish it with you all, part 2. I create all my illustrations, and you really can't see them all, but these are some of my coloring books behind my board that I'm coloring on that I've created. So let's see, I'm going to color the airplane next. I'm going to use 2 colors in the airplane. I'm probably going to add some stripes to it. In honor of the now defunct Budget Airlines Spirit, I'm going to color this airplane yellow. And I think their other color was blue. So maybe I'll put some blue stripes. I've used them a few times for short distances only. I always book the big front seats, which are the 2 front seats that are larger and have a separation between them. Only for short distances though. All right, let's find a nice blue. I think I'll do some stripes across them. What should we name our airline? Let's find a black pen so we can write that in. I'm going to use the fine tip for that. I can't think of a name. We'll call it Air Fast because traveling by plane is fast. So we've got our own airline. Think about coloring pages. Even though I created this, I didn't add every little detail. You can always add your own details and make it your own personalized work of art. Let's see, what else is pretty on butterflies? Now, I'm going to shade this in with some colored pencil. Maybe a little blue would look nice with this. So I'm using an alcohol-based marker, but I'm also using colored pencils too, within the same coloring page. Okay, so I feel like a little scarlet would look nice here. It's not much. Maybe it's not scarlet. Now let's do the body. I'm going to use a colored pencil again. I'm going to use a brown. And there's our butterfly. So now we're going to do our book. So for the cover of the book, I'm going to do this color. And for the pages, I'm going to use a colored pencil again. I think I'm also going to do the heart the same color as the cover of the book. All right. Now I would like to use white, but it really won't show that well. So I'm going to use this color. It's very light. Do you like the color out there? Do you ever mix your tools? Do you use crayons, markers, and pencils in the same coloring page, or do you like to be consistent and just use one form of coloring tool per page? Here we are. I think that looks nice. Color a few more of these stars in. So I don't think we'll be here as long as I was earlier today when I started this page, because I was more than halfway done when I came back to finish it. Gonna pull this down a bit to get the star at the top. Get the other star up here. Okay. So I was thinking about coloring the background of the thought bubbles, but I don't know what color I'd like to use yet.
Artistic expression smooth.
feel like she should have some fingernails. So I'm going to go ahead and create those. Actually, I'm going to use the fine tip. Alright, now she's got fingernails for us to polish. So now let's work on her beautiful complexion. Now I've got to find just the right color for that. So once again, I think the best thing to do would be to use colored pencils. And I'm thinking of using two. Starting with a slightly darker one. Let's see how this works. And then maybe, oh yeah, there we go. So I'm going to start with the brown. Turning the pencil on its side. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and take this sort of peach color pencil. I'm going to go over it. Give it a little bit more depth. Because when you actually look at all of our skin, it's made up of many colors in a sense. Like yellow and blue makes green. It's kind of similar with skin. Maybe a little more around the cheek area. Yeah, a little touch on the nose, a little extra there. And I'm going to take this red colored pencil and a little depth to the lip area. Not too much, but just enough. Okay. Then I have a white pencil. It won't stand out much. I believe I went over the eyes earlier, but I'm going to do a little bit more. So, our thought bubbles, I am also going to use a colored pencil. And I'm thinking of this color right here. I don't want it too dark. I just want a light background for the thought bubbles. Just enough to make the pictures inside stand out. But you can color your own page differently, of course. All right, we're getting near the end. The last thing I'm going to do is color the sky. And that will be the completion of today's free coloring page. If you want to download it for free, the link is in the chat. You get 2 pages. You get the one that I colored with you, and you get this one too. Summertime, you might have your nieces and nephews, grandkids, neighbors' kids, godchildren over. You have something that doesn't cost you a thing to do with them. Just download my free coloring pages. Very light, very subtle. I didn't want it to be a stark contrast. I just wanted something fairly there, but enough to make the picture inside the thought bubble stand out. Look at that. So, we're not done yet. We're going to do all this space around it. So let's figure out which glue I'll be using. I'm going to do a couple tests. I think I'm going to use the first one. So, so I use markers for the majority of the page, and then for things like the sky and then the background of the daydreaming bubbles, I'm using colored pencils. If you're wondering why am I not doing the sky very dark, well, the sky isn't always bright and crispy blue. Sometimes it's just barely there. Now when you do your coloring pages, if you want to do it darker, go right ahead. I'd love to see what you make. I might do something with her hair and make some highlights in it. If I do that, I'll definitely be using marker on her hair because I want that to be a lot more bold. Barely there, but visible. Pull this down a bit so I can get to the top of the page. So, we're going to do these last final touches and call it a night. I'm going to use the fine tip for this and color in some brown. I actually don't think it makes... Yeah, it looks brown. Barely though. So we're just coloring some of the strands brown. So it looks like we have finished our coloring page today. So with that, as we wrap up today's coloring session, I want to say thank you for being here. And I hope this gave you a chance to slow down today, relax, enjoy a little creativity. If you'd like to finish the page with me or color it on your own, don't forget to download it. The link is in the description. And I'll see you in the next color with Teema Live. I hope you had a great day and a great evening. Goodbye.